Hey there and welcome to My Green Pets. I'm William Green. This will be the final video for the summer 2016 season. Today we're going to look at orchids which bloom in the autumn, and I'm going to show you the little nooks and crevices where the bloom spikes come from. The first plant we're going to look at is this Brassocatanth Little Mermaid, a popular Cattleya hybrid. In October, a sheath containing several buds will push out of the little notch just above where the ants are swarming. Those ants are attracted by a sugary substance produced by the plant. The 4 orchids in my collection from the genus Bulbophyllum are all autumn bloomers. They tend to put out new growth in the springtime, which then matures in the summer and blooms in the autumn. This new growth, however, has gotten a late start. The growths that began in the spring are nearing maturity, and I'll be looking for buds soon poking out of the brown sheath at the base of the bulbs. Bulbophyllum rufinum produces many flowers on long, impressive spikes. It looks like something promising is showing itself at the base of this new pseudobulb. Lovely Elizabeth is a Bulbophyllum hybrid. This year it's put on 2 new pseudobulbs. With any luck, spikes will begin pushing out of the bases of one or both of these new bulbs. These large, fleshy, blue-green leaves belong to the spiny-lipped Bulbophyllum, which has the largest flower in the genus. This vigorous plant has added 3 new pseudobulbs this summer. Something seems to be emerging from the base of this one. Could it be a spike? I certainly hope so. Many have told me that this plant requires high levels of light in order to bloom. It's been in 50% shade all summer, so I hope that I'll finally be rewarded for my patience. The eye-spot stanhopia's flowers hang upside down and have a strong fragrance of chocolate mint. This plant is still a seedling, but its newest leaf looks adult-sized, so I might be getting blooms on it soon. This species Phalaenopsis began its life in a temperature-controlled greenhouse, but seems to be adapting well to life outdoors. It recently completed a new leaf that's much bigger than the last, and an additional leaf is starting to push its way out. The tropical slipper orchids have benefited from the copious amounts of rain that have fallen this summer. This clear air cone pot allows me to see that the root tips are healthy and growing. Leaf growth is a slow process for these plants. This one only blooms once every 2 years. This scene reminds me of one of my favorite books.
What's this? Looks like old Shelob's been having a bit of fun.
I was hoping to see flowers on this Phragmipedium grande this summer. Unfortunately, it was heavily damaged by hail in early May. This plant's roots are constantly seeking water, but this root looks like it made a wrong turn and is trying to correct its mistake. The spotted Oncidium is a beautiful plant that grows in the highlands of Central America. This plant also suffered from hail damage in the spring, but that hasn't stopped it from putting out its largest growth yet. It typically produces 1 large new pseudobulb every year. This year's pseudobulb is starting to swell and will be pushing its way out soon. This plant normally blooms in January. Vanda Pichara Delight is currently experiencing a lull in the flowers it's been producing all summer, but that won't last for very long. Today I counted 10 spikes on this plant, with more hopefully on the way. Last year in October it bloomed with 12 spikes, and I'd love to beat that record. Well everyone, that does it for the summer 2016 season of My Green Pets. Please join me in 3 weeks for the new season on September 18th. See you then!